Good morning, or afternoon. I apologize that we are not able to do our first objective of this unit together, but we will be talking about quadratic functions this unit, and our first objective is going to be utilizing and performing operations with complex numbers. So first we're going to talk about what complex numbers are. So complex numbers are numbers that have a real part and an imaginary component. And let's consider why this happens. If we have x squared equals -4, if you try to solve this, we have x squared equals -4, we would take the square root of both sides, and we would have the square root of -4. We know that there's no number that when you multiply it by itself, we get -4. So this is why we have imaginary numbers, because of situations like this. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is what I equals. I equals the square root of -1. And if we were to square that, I squared, that would be squaring both sides. So if we were to square this, the square and the square root would cancel each other out. So I squared is just -1. So these are the two most important parts, really, that we need to know today for working with complex numbers. A complex number is in the form a plus bi, where a is the real part and bi is the imaginary component. Okay? So anything with this I, with the square root of a negative, is going to be an imaginary number. And when you put those together, they're complex numbers. So the first thing that we kind of need to do is know how to simplify the square root of a negative. So the square root of -25 is really the square root of -1 times 25. So I can then think about that as this part here, the square root of -1, we know that the square root of -1 is I. So I can rewrite this as I times the square root of 25, and then I can just ask myself, what is the square root of 25? It's 5, so this is really 5i. So when you have an imaginary and a root, you put the imaginary up front, the root here. When then you have a whole number and an imaginary number, you put the whole number first. So the square root of -25 is equal to 5i. The next type of questions are things like this, the square root of -72. So first of all, I'm going to rewrite that as I times the square root of 72, because taking out this -1 of the square root is going to make it I. Then I can break down 72 by doing classic factor tree. So I can say 72 is 2 times, well, this is taking a long time, 2 times 36. I break down 36 into 6 times 6, and then 2 times 3, 2 times 3. So this is something you should have done in geometry, where then we have a pair of 2's, a pair of 3's, and then a leftover 2. So we're going to have I times the square root of, I have 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. I take out my pairs, I move them out, so I'm going to get 2 times 3 times I on the outside, and then I'm left with this 2 here, so this becomes 6i times the square root of 2. For right now, my only concern is that you can do this. If you don't know how to break it down further, that's something that we can talk about when we're in person. The last type is if we have something like this. So we have -5, and then if I want to get rid of the negative that's inside this square root, I'm going to put an I, and then we still have the square root of 9 there. The square root of 9 we know is 3, so this becomes -5i times 3, so we get -15i. So the most important thing for us today is recognizing that you can pull out a negative under a square root by putting an I. If you don't know how to do things like letter B yet, it's okay. We'll practice when we're together. So our first level of question is going to be adding or subtracting complex numbers. And standard form is going to be where you write a plus bi. So you write the real number and then the imaginary part. So this is really just like combining like terms. 8 plus 5 is going to give us 13, and then negative I plus 4i will give us 3i. So if we add those, that's all we get. The next part, if I have this negative here, I need to make sure that I distribute it. So I like to rewrite it as 7 minus 6i minus 3 plus 6i. And then we're, again, going to be combining like terms. So 7 minus 3 will give us 4. Negative 6i plus 6i, the i's are going to be 0i, right? Which we don't need to then write that, so we just are left with 4. Okay, our last one requires a little bit of distributing before we combine like terms. So 13 minus 2 minus 7i plus 5i. 13 and negative 2 are like terms. We get 11. And then negative 7i plus 5i gives us negative 2i. Okay, so adding and subtracting complex numbers is just like combining like terms. That's really all it is. The last thing that we're going to talk about today, level 2 questions, are multiplying complex numbers. So we're going to multiply by distributing here. So 4i times negative 6 is going to give us negative 24i. And then 4i times I gives us plus 4i squared. It is not proper to keep I squared here. So on the paper above, we said I squared is equal to negative 1. So instead of, since I squared equals negative 1, I can substitute in negative 1 here. So negative 24i plus 4 times negative 1. So negative 24i minus 4. You can keep it like this. The most proper way to write it is going to be negative 4 minus 2i with the real part in front and the imaginary part in the back, but it's okay. And then our last one that we're going to do today is taking this 9 and distributing it here, and then distributing 9 here as well. So 9 times negative 4 gives us negative 36. And then 9 times 7i is going to give us 63i. Negative 2i needs to be distributed to both terms as well. Negative 2i times negative 4 gives us plus 8i. And negative 2i times 7i gives us minus 14i squared. Again, it is not proper to leave I squared when we know that I squared equals negative 1. So negative 36 plus 63i plus 8i minus 14 times negative 1, because I squared is negative 1. So negative 36 plus, if you want to just go ahead and add these together, 63i plus 8i will give us 71i. And then this becomes plus 14. And then the last thing we can do is we know we can combine negative 36 and plus 14 to give us negative 22 plus 71i. Okay, so that's all for today, is making sure that you can rewrite negative square roots with i's, making sure you can add and subtract them, which is just combining like terms, and making sure that you can multiply complex numbers, and really making sure that you're plugging in I squared is equal to negative 1. Okay, see you soon.